Siemian likely seals spot as Broncos starter with preseason win versus Rams. It seems the Broncos have found their heir to Peyton Manning. Trevor Siemian, the second-year quarterback who has been one of the biggest NFL stories of this summer, on Saturday night appeared to solidify his victory in the race to be the Broncos' next starting quarterback. In only his second start as a pro, Siemian helped the Broncos to a 17-9 victory over the Los Angeles Rams in their third preseason game, one that is annually the most significant but one that, this year, is more so. Eager to establish the run game early, Siemian handed the ball off for the first two drives, both of which were 3-and-outs and totaled only 12 yards. Siemian started airing it out on the Broncos' third drive, and after two failed attempts to Demaryius Thomas up the middle, he connected with Emmanuel Sanders for an 11-yard gain and a first down. The series carried over into the second quarter but ended at 7 plays and 19 yards after an Anderson carry on fourth down fell short of a first down. On the ensuing drive, Siemian quickly got to work, finding Thomas on the left sideline for a 10-yard completion and then Sanders on the right for 17 yards. A deep pass slightly underthrown to Cody Latimer was batted by Los Angeles cornerback Tremaine Johnson into the hands of safety Cody Davis at the Rams' 1-yard line, and the interception was upheld after review. Ball security has been a priority for Coach Gary Kubiak as he evaluates the quarterbacks, but Siemian's response to the turnover might carry more weight. A little more than 2 minutes later, Siemian led his troops on a 7-play, 67-yard scoring drive, punctuated by 2 runs by Anderson that earned first downs and capped by a touchdown pass to tight end Virgil Green that gave the Broncos their first lead, 7-6. I feel like we did well as a group. Some good and some bad. Siemian said, we have some things to build on. I'll go back and watch the game and clean up some things. ... I think there were only a couple plays where I wish I could do over again. A lot to build on and a few things to clean up. Siemian had time for one more drive as the seconds ticked away in the first half, and tossed a 43-yard spiral that was caught by Thomas with one hand as he sprinted down the right sideline. Siemian nearly threw his second pick of the night in the final seconds, but Brandon McManus closed the drive with a 50-yard field goal to give Denver a 10-9 lead at the break. Siemian's night ended there with a final line of 10 of 17 passing for 122 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and a 76.1 passer rating. I'm impressed, Kubiak said of Siemian. I think he's very calm. I can tell by the way he handles the team in the huddle. He has control of what's going on. He gets a bad break on the go ball, but comes right back and goes right down the field. What I see is a guy getting better. Every time out, working really hard, like they all have. I think he's made some strides and I thought he did a good job tonight. Rookie Paxton Lynch took over at the start of the third quarter, a move that says a lot about the quarterback standings. Lynch took reps with the first-team offense on the scout team in practices this past week, but had been limited to play with primarily the third-string offense in the Broncos' first 2 preseason games. He began the second half Saturday with the second team and led them on an 8-play, 41-yard scoring drive that gave the Broncos a 17-9 lead. Lynch played the entire second half, completing 6 of 13 passes for 57 yards, with 5 3-and-outs. The Broncos must trim their roster from 90 to 75 players by Tuesday, and Mark Sanchez's spot is suddenly in jeopardy. The 7-year veteran is a $4.5 million cap hit for 2016. Should he fail to make the final 53-man roster, the Broncos would face a cap charge of $1 million of that but retain the conditional draft pick that was offered to Philadelphia in the March trade. Bottom line, I got a lot to go off of on Mark. He's played a lot of football, Kubiak said, but I needed to see these 2 kids play again. So that was a decision I made in a talk to Mark about it this morning, explained it to him, and he was great and we went from there. On Monday, following the Broncos' loss to the 49ers, Kubiak appointed Siemian the starter for the second consecutive week, indicating his leg up in what has been a close race with Sanchez. Sanchez said after the Broncos lost to the 49ers that he'd squandered an opportunity to take a job that became available in March when Manning retired and Brock Osweiler defected to Houston. On Saturday, Siemian, the player least expected take the reins just 6 months ago, capitalized and might have made the unthinkable a reality. "I've got a lot of work to do," Kubiak said. "I'm going to make a decision this week. I told you guys that. I'm going to do that. But at the same time, I've got a lot of things going on, so I'll take my time here and do it the right way. We'll meet as a staff and we'll go from there."